Hi, welcome back to Halftime Report. Some movement in the key indices, but not nearly enough. So let's focus now on the personal finance corner. Kalpesh Ashar of Full Circle Planners and Advisors joins in now to answer the personal finance queries sent in by our viewers. First up, I think we have a caller already with us. Shobit Walia calls in from Mumbai. Hi Shobit, what's your question?
Yeah, hello ma'am. I have a query. I'm looking for a education loan around 4 to 5 lakhs.
Okay.
So I would like to know how to go about it. Where can I apply and how to compare between the different options?
Okay. Hi Kalpesh, good afternoon. Thanks much for joining in. So here's someone who's looking for about a 4 to 5 lakh rupee education loan. How can we help him?
Okay, fine. Shobit, basically what type of a loan you're looking for, the 4 to 5 lakh rupees considering your income should not at all be a problem in availing it. Now, the nationalized banks which we have out here, basically all the Central Bank of India or a Bank of Baroda or a Punjab National Bank, the broad range which we have for these education loans is approximately ranging between 12 to around 13.5% or something on those lines. So probably with your proof of income or proof of all the identity, the KYCs which need to be done, I think getting a loan of 4 to 5 lakhs with your monthly income should not be a problem at all. But the other thing which needs to be taken care of here is that you need to check surely your personal cash flow and your expenses, because approximately the EMI amount which you would be paying on this could be approximately 6,000 rupees per month for a 10-year education loan if you would like to take. So you need to check that and keep that under control for sure. Now, in case you have a problem with getting a loan from these nationalized banks for whatsoever reason, there are certain reputed NBFCs who also offer education loans on their terms and conditions, but you need to see what suits you best. The other compelling reason for an education loan also is probably the tax benefit you could avail of on the section 80E, which the interest paid you could get as a tax benefit for yourself.
Okay.
So I think these are reasons compelling enough that I think you could easily go out and get yourself a good education loan.
Right, thanks a lot for that, Kalpesh. Let's move on to the next question. I think it's an SMS, or do we have the caller? No, it's an SMS question. Ritesh Pandey has written to us from New Delhi. He asks, he says he is a longer term investor. He can invest up to 1 lakh rupees as a lump sum or 5,000 rupees per month through an SIP for up to 10 years. Where should he allocate this money? Kalpesh.
Okay, first of all, Ritesh, I think by classifying yourself as a long-term investor, you've done yourself a world of good, because that's the first step you've taken towards wealth creation, as we would like to say. Because 5 to 10 years is a pretty good horizon for investment. And one thing which we would like to stress here is identifying a financial goal. Because what happens generally that people put in their investments, but there is no motive behind it, there is no thought or purpose behind it. And once you identify a financial goal, even emotionally you are probably more attached to getting that goal through. So identify a financial goal for this particular investment which you are looking at, and don't try to time the market. I think there is nothing like timing the market, because as all of us know, we are in a very golden period of our economy, and plus by identifying your time horizon, you've actually made things a lot easy for you. So start right away. And as far as the aspect of the 1 lakh allocation which you have asked for, I think being a 5 to 10 year horizon, surely equity based mutual funds would do the job for you. And apart from that, you could allocate a little bit to fixed income or secure products also to give you a balance in your portfolio. So to start off, I think probably 40% as a lump sum in equity based mutual funds could be done, and the remaining 60% through a 12-month SIP could surely be taken up by you.
Okay, and what should be the debt equity mix? Like 5% in debt, 10%?
Probably equity at this stage, 5 to 10 year horizon, approximately 80-20 should be fine.
All right. Well, that's for Ritesh, and I think we have run out of time. You can get any details you want on moneycontrol.com/CNBC-TV18, where all these conversations on the channel will be transcribed and the videos available. We have to wrap up this edition of Halftime Report on the note that all the indices are in the green. The Sensex and the Nifty flat, but a huge rally in the indices, 1.7% higher, and the advance declines 3 stocks in the green for 1 in the red.